Long-time Tesla bull Ron Barron joining us just in the last hour. And we saw the stock jump from about 3% to as much as 12 or 13% up.
To put it in perspective, the stock price up 114% since the beginning of the year. That's roughly a month of trading.
But in 10 years, this is going to be at least $1 trillion of revenues, and it's nowhere near ended at that point in time. There's a lot of growth opportunities.
So, did you miss Tesla going up so many times in the last few weeks in January, and now it's February? It's almost hitting $900 to $1,000. Stick with me because I think the next Tesla will be Fiverr, one of my favorite stocks that I'm watching for the next 5 years. So stick with me, I'll share with you how Fiverr will be the next Tesla. Thank you very much for sticking with me on this channel. The topic of today will be, how is Fiverr going to be the next Tesla? I believe it, I'm investing, and now I'm sharing my research with you guys. So before I begin, if you like and enjoy my channel, Financial Investment for Families, please do click subscribe. And if you get awesome videos I'm releasing, you'll be the first one to watch it. So please do support and subscribe. Video will be divided into 3 main components. So the first one is Fiverr today. Second part is, how is Fiverr going to be doing from today, February, all the way to 2020? And finally, how I think and when Fiverr will go from $25 to $100 or $150, which is 5 times the evaluation, which is similar to what Tesla grew 5 years ago, 5 times. Okay, let's start with the first part. Who is Fiverr? Fiverr is basically a freelance service company that serves everyone around the world. Just imagine, it's like eBay. You got buyer, you got seller. Fiverr, you got seller, you got buyer, but for services. For example, the most popular thing that Fiverr came up with was logo. Pay $5, you can get a fresh design logo. That's where they started off from. That's how Fiverr started in 2010, digitizing this freelance market, trying to bring freelance from offline to online, digitizing it, and then bring all the sellers, bring people who are experts in photography, storybook writers, artists, video, music artists, all on a platform. And then you've got your buyer, the demand, people looking for the skills for an affordable price. Fiverr has grown to a point where they even do software, even do social media, even do advertising. It's grown and grown and grown up till 10 years later in 2020. Fiverr went IPO last year on 13th of June. And yes, Fiverr, when Fiverr first came out, valuation was about $21. It rocketed up to $40. And then it plummeted back about August, September. And that's up to $18. And that's where the opportunity was. That's where I came in. That's where I started checking them out. But before that, I've already known Fiverr since 2017, 2018. I knew who Fiverr was. I was using Fiverr, and I'm also a Fiverr seller. Fiverr is growing. It's taking its money and re-injecting it back into the business. And that's where I really like about it. And then Fiverr, think about it. Fiverr is not just for the US market. It's not just for the European market or the Japanese market. Fiverr is global. You can get service from somebody from Indonesia. You can find an architect from Vietnam. You can find a musician from South Africa. You don't even have to meet them. All you have to do is read their reviews, their work, their promotional content, and then you check the price out, speak to them online, bam, service done, delivered on a specific agreed date. No contracts whatsoever. It's all within the platform. That's the unique innovation of Fiverr. Then again, Fiverr is not alone. They've got other rivals like Upwork, who's also going IPO, and the most common, freelance as well. The thing I like about Fiverr is they're diversified, they're growing, they know the niche, they know the millennials clients, they know who to target, who to focus on. Millennials, small businesses, large businesses, and now they're growing even bigger. So moving on to my second point, what's in store for Fiverr in 2020? Why am I so excited about Fiverr from 2020 this year and also beyond? So Fiverr is a company, I think it's fairly valued at 25. Personally, I bought it between 18 to 22. That's when I started going, I think it's a good value, good time to buy. So at a value of $25, Fiverr is only worth $770 million. It's not even in the 1 billion club yet. It's only in the 1 billion club if it hits that $40 mark. So at the moment, it's not there. It's not making money. There's no PE ratio. But there's so many good points that I would like to share with you. The first one is the branding. Fiverr, once they've got an injection of public IPO money, they've gone into marketing, branding, building a platform, making it more robust, attracting more people through attracting more sellers. What's a business like freelancing if you do not have the troops, if you do not have the people participating? That's where they're coming from. They're trying to brand, they're trying to make the procedures right. They're going to make it fair for the sellers to sell and promote themselves. And the second point that I've already sort of made is a buyer and seller relationship, where sellers can set up their shops and buyers can go and sporadically choose and categorically choose what they want. Make it easy for people to search and dig for the things they want to do. Give them ideas. Do you know that the freelancing society, as a freelancer, you go to an agency, you go to an agency takes commission fees, and then they start searching for clients for you, or vice versa. And do you know, in this pie chart I'm going to show here, which they showed on the conference, they've only tapped a small drop of the ocean. There's so much to tap. And now, because Fiverr is a platform that goes global straight away, it's not like when eBay started. They started in eBay America, then eBay UK, and then it started spreading to eBay Japan. Fiverr has just gone boom. It's gone international. You can find an architect in Vietnam who's willing to do a 3D sketch mock-up for you. Boom, you can find a translator in Japan. It's doing straight Japanese translation for you. Boom, it's straight up for you. You can find perhaps a Latin singer, voiceover for your next animated series with a Latin accent. Boom, you can find it on Fiverr. Things are growing, things are changing, and then it's making it more affordable. It's disrupting the freelance community. And then finally, I think Fiverr came out of the IPO very, very matured. Remember, they are a company that was established in 2010. And only in 2019 they started the IPO. And when they came in 2019, they were ready. They had a great, amazing catalog of products and sellers. They have a consistent business, people spending money. And now they're just growing, they're learning, they're along this growth. So we need to give them time. So 2019 was establishing what they need to deploy. 2020 is the time you're going to see them actually making profit. Fingers crossed, hopefully by the end of 2020, you see some form of profit. And if you ever see some form of profit, that's when you will lose track, you will start rocketing away. Okay, now on point number 3, and point number 3, I would like to evaluate and share my valuation on how Fiverr is going to be worth in the next 5 years. So remember, we're living in 2020. We're not buying for the intrinsic value because everything is overvalued. We have to buy for the forecast future value. So Fiverr is worth 25 just now. What does it mean when Fiverr goes to 50? What does Fiverr need to do when it goes to 50? So like I said, Fiverr needs to hit that 1 billion mark. It needs to go beyond $1 billion for its capital market. That's when Fiverr is worth $50. And so the sales revenue needs to exceed 35 million. That's when it's going to start breaking even, and beyond that, they're going to start making money, and that's when they hit the $1 billion club. Let's draw the next line up, $100. How is Fiverr going to be worth $100? 4 times from where it is at 25, okay? So when it hits the $1 billion mark, surpass that, it needs to go multiple language. It needs to go even more international. So at the moment, average people are spending $163 on Fiverr. When it first started in 2012, it was an average spend of $64 per person per year. Then it's going to go up 163. To hit that $100 barrier, it needs an average user to be spending $300. $300 sounds like a lot. Why would you spend $300 on Fiverr? But once you get really good, high quality ratings, vendors, people serving you, people will be willing to pay for good quality product. That's why it takes 10 years to build this platform, to build the base, to build the quality of freelance. So how is Fiverr ever going to hit the $150 mark? That's going to be 5 times. So It's all about the freelancing become social influencers. If these freelancers become celebrities, companies like Microsoft, Google start paying specific people for a specific service from Fiverr. It becomes a platform. Fiverr starts taking commission for all this work. And then it turns to mini corporation or maybe a vendor. There was a vendor who supplies jingle songs. What if he starts, making so much money, he starts a corporation, he starts a team. He becomes like a little market shop on Fiverr. That's when people spend more and more money, 500, 600, 700 average spend. That is Fiverr. That's how they make money. They take commissions off between the buyer and seller, just like eBay. Once services improve, they will grow and grow and grow. That's how I feel there's an exponential five-bagger in Fiverr. Five-bagger in Fiverr. That's going to be my next slogan. Five-bagger in Fiverr in the next 5 years. This is my investment. This is where I'm focusing on. I believe it. I use it. Loads of people I know use it as well. Loads of competition out there, but then you have to focus on one. And Fiverr is the way to go. So this is my recommendation for February 2020. Fiverr will be my next millionaire stock. Hopeful, my high potential, my young LeBron James, my young Kobe Bryant. So hopefully you enjoyed this video and click like, subscribe for future videos they're going to receive from me. Because I really like enjoying sharing what I know, what I learn, and hopefully my research works for you guys and make you all rich and also make me rich. Have a good day. I'm Alex Ko, father of 3 jobs. Bye.